Alright, Shalom. I want to give honors and glory praises to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace to the Akim that's doing this work on the four corners of earth, risking your lives and freedom because you do so well. You know, and we're pretty much at that time now, and we're pretty much at the time where we're about to get out of here. Okay, you got this coronavirus, and the word corona. When you look it up, it means crown. Okay, and also from what if you look it up, there's actually 7 different phases of it, which we know that's coming from Yahweh himself. And so, like, you're getting a lot of people who are starting from Wuhan, China, is coming all the way over here to the west, you know, and going all over the earth. You know, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is putting a judgment on pretty much everybody, to the 2/3 of Israel, to you heathen nations. You know, matter of fact, that country, Spain and Italy, they getting it the worst. Over there, I found out.
We're getting it the worst now.
Huh?
We getting it the worst now. We out past Italy last week.
Okay.
But you know, Italy, they dropping dead like flies too.
Yeah.
And
but
that's a little bigger country.
Right. But I also found out, because I gotta say this, I found out over there they can't really handle no more bodies, because I even found out it's getting to a point where if there's a dead body there, they just gonna leave it there. You know, Which that's gonna cause more diseases if you just let a body just sit there. That's more thousands of these diseases even popping up if you do that.
And the virus can multiply more in that flesh, because all it needs is a warm voice, and it gotta have a host. But the host is dead. If that virus still could drive, because it's still warm, moist, and it's being fed. You know, because a virus is like a biological parasite. It's a bug on a biological level, on a little small level. It's so small that we can't see it with a naked eye.
So you go ahead, brother.
And this is Matthew 24:3, and he sat upon my olives, he sat upon my olives, and the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? And the reason why I grabbed that scripture, because we at the sign, we seeing the sign of his coming, and we at the end of the world. This is the last generation before he returns. They call this they already named this Generation Z. So there is no other letter after Z. You know, so this is literally the last stop before, you know, Esau tried to put down his new world order, and he think he gonna start it all over again, Generation A, or whatever the fuck he gonna do. But it's not gonna be. And Yahushua answered unto them and said, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, and shall deceive many. And you shall hear wars and rumors of wars. And see that ye be not troubled, because all these must come to pass, but the end is not yet. And we still waiting for the RFID microchip to be pushed, where it be mandatory, where you gotta take it. And I seen this this thing where Oklahoma passed a law where they're gonna make vaccines mandated, and then you ain't gonna be able to travel from state to state, because this coronavirus is so much of a plague on the United States of America. They're gonna have choke points where you ain't gonna be able to travel to Michigan or Indiana or anywhere among these states, unless you have credentials saying that you got the virus. But what they're gonna do, instead of you giving them papers, document, it's gonna be they're gonna put the RFID microchip in your hand, because you can forge papers.
And another thing too, watching Local 4 here in Detroit. Over there where it used to be called Cobo Hall, now it's the TCF building now. That's where they're gonna start putting more people in the hospital at. Yeah, and so basically, because these other hospitals throughout Detroit, it's getting overcrowded for them. So now they about to put a lot of people at downtown Detroit that got the coronavirus at a DTE building now.
God, this place is being like another epicenter, like built up like New York or New York right now, New Jersey, and them areas right now.
And guess who's coming? Also found out from Washington D.C. FEMA coming over here.
God.
So that vaccine is gonna be spread out.
God, and when FEMA start getting over here, it's gonna be even tighter, because once FEMA gets over here, you know, the damn once FEMA gets over here, everything gonna be under their authority.
Exactly.
And once FEMA gets here, the National Guard probably come in at the same time.
Yeah, so, probably UN too.
Because we do have UN equipment here. It won't be surprised if I see, you know, troops in UN gear going up and down the city streets.
Yeah. Well, we still got bases here in Detroit and outside of Detroit.
They
ain't gonna just let them sit there.
We got the Marine base right there on
Jefferson.
On Jefferson, right next to the Belle Isles, and we got
there's one over there on the west side, over there on Grand River.
Oh, it's another one?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't know about that one.
It's been there for decades. Yeah.
And we got the reserve station right there on 8 Mile.
Yeah.
You know, so they all around, and then we got the INS right there by the railroad tracks. So that FEMA, once FEMA gets here, and when they get here, they can take control over all forms of government activities in the city. You know, they could stop the police from doing what they normally do and be part of the FEMA task force. You know.
Did you have some more on
that? For nations, for nations shall rise against nations, and kingdoms against kingdoms, and there shall be famine, pestilence, and earthquakes in diverse places. And all of these are the beginning of sorrows. And go ahead, brother.
Yeah, because what the brother just read here, you got to remember all these other nations that hate America. Now they got more of a deep hate for Babylon the Great now, especially over there in China. You know, they ready to fuck this place up now. So they ain't gonna let this slide. You know, by a long shot. Because they know, China knows that in their head they think they're the next superpower. You know, the Lord playing all these nations right now, but they know in their head that they think, oh well, they're in the United States in a way, we got to take them out. Which
well, they see the downfall of the United States economy. They rose up to be the #1 global economy in the world right now, and it's all of a sudden it's kind of funny that they get a virus, you know, when they surpass the United States money. You know, it's kind of strange that happened when China became the #1 economic power in the world, and then all of a sudden they get a virus, the coronavirus, where the United States owned the patent to.
Because the United States, they planned to do this like 30, 40 years ago. There's actually a book that actually came out in 1981. I forgot the title of it, but it basically talks about the plan on how they're gonna put the coronavirus out in Wuhan. And this book came out in 1981. So they planned this decades ago.
And the Simpsons at the Osaka flu, it was it happening in Japan, it just happened in China. And man, come on, man! All of these movies where y'all show where viruses killing people and taking out people, come on, man.
Oh, and I wanted to bring this out. Today is Sunday. About over 132 or 33 people have died already. So them numbers gonna keep going up of people down here in Michigan.
Yeah, it's going to get worse because they wanted to get worse.
Okay.
For all the people can run to them for the answers because the New World Order is order out of chaos.
Okay.
They make the disorder and then they bring you in order and with the solution for that chaos they brought up.
Yeah, they don't believe in letting the crisis go to waste.
Kind
You know, and also go ahead.
And this is a perfect good crisis to get get people to take the RFID microchip.
Okay.
Because people are scared of the coronavirus.
Mm-hmm.
You know, my stepdaughter, she had a stroke. She had a stroke, and she didn't want to go to the hospital. She was having a stroke. Her blood pressure was 180 over 115.
That's a lot.
And she didn't want to go to the hospital because of the corona.
Well, she wanted to pass.
They got the corona.
She wanted to give up the ghost on the spot or something.
Hey, I don't know, but she didn't want to go in there because the hospital's got that corona in there.
Okay.
But she ended up winning in there anyway. But you know, but hey, that corona got motherfuckers scared to even go to the hospital to get treatment. You know.
God. And I wanted to get this right quick. Did you have more?
And this is a time for not to be looking for Esau to try to help you, cure you. You know, this is a time for faith.
God.
You know, have faith. Put your faith, hope, and fear in Yahweh Shimi Yahushua, and He deliver you out of this. Go ahead. Well,
Did you have some more on that?
No, that's it.
Okay. Well, and I got a message from Moab right quick. I'm about to go to Ezekiel 25 and 11.
I got something for them too.
Okay. Well, let me get this out first.
Go ahead.
And I will judge, and I will execute judgments on Moab, and then shall know that I am the Lord. And because, like, you know, they've been, oppressing Jake too, because they're like, you got all these you got Moab everywhere, but really Ammon too. Okay, and now they can't really make no money here in America, and really overseas neither, because when you look it up, they can't make no money now. Matter of fact, out there in New York, there's a restaurant. They got this mega restaurant in New York that can host 8,000 people, and I found out that restaurant is out of business now because of this coronavirus. So that's Yahweh Shimi Yahushua punishing Moab and Ammon.
And a lot of these small businesses, hey, they ain't gonna never recover. I don't give a fuck. The Trump plan it's not gonna help them recover. You know, they just gonna be more in debt.
Well, when it's the stability of thy time, and which means it ain't going back to like it was. You can forget that.
Yeah, it's done.
You know, if you think it's going to go on back, well, you in for a whole new thing, because it ain't going back to how it was. Okay?
And it's just going to get worse. You know, the economy not doing anything. How long do you think that the United States government going to keep on sending money out to the people? This country ain't built on paying off people, paying off the masses like that. They drive on taking money from the masses. You know, that's the part of government. They use your money, they take your money to pay for their bills. You know, that's how they get it. That's how they do it. And they take your money, and your money also not only pay for their bills, your money also go to the international bankers. The central bankers.
You had something?
This is 2 Ezra 2:6. Woe unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe unto thee, Egypt and Syria. And man, the Most High got his hands on America, and America is called spiritually Egypt, the house of bondage, and Babylon the Great. And not only that, it is Asia, Syria, the people in Iran, they getting afflicted right now with that virus. That virus is hey, I believe that, I surely believe that Esau didn't look for this to be this big of an epidemic. I think that the Most High, Esau put it out, and the Most High twisted and gave it right back to him, and now they ain't got a cure for it.
Right.
They don't have a sure enough cure that say that it can cure a person with one shot. They don't have nothing like that.
Because why you think Bill Gates, all these other CEOs, they hiding in their billion-dollar bunkers, and they ain't gonna come out until they get them out.
And I just seen an article on RT where they sending. Matter of fact, let me grab it right quick, if I may. This is RT. Run for the hills. The Pentagon sent teams into the mountain bunkers as the pandemic preparation go into full swing. And hey man, this right here is all. They saying it's all about the coronavirus, but hey, it could be whatever, because hey, they hide stuff from us that we won't find out later on until years go by. When Freedom of Information Act, and then when you get it, it's all black the fuck out. All you see is just a few words.
Because what made them hide out in them CEOs, because why would they leave them companies that's guaranteed to make them hundreds of billions of dollars every single year, but really what happened was the fathership of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, it looked like Ezekiel's will. That chariot, because it got the cross on top of it. And it's bigger than not just planet Earth, but planets, period.
And 219 CEOs quit their job. They quit their jobs, and then I'm seeing a bunch of articles on bunkers. On bunkers. So while I'm seeing a bunch of articles on bunkers, and while during this outbreak, these bunkers supposed to save them from the damn the nuclear. But hey, they going in the bunkers now for this outbreak.
Another thing too. Did you have more on that?
A little bit more. Okay. The U.S. Northern Command has sent teams of essential staff deep underground to wait out the COVID-19 pandemic. On the surface, more than 1 million grunts won't be quite cocoon. U-Force, well, I'm going to just go straight to the point. The U.S. Northern Command, as well as the North American Aerospace Defense, a joint U.S. and Canadian operation that monitors the skies over America for missile and airborne threats earlier this week. So they so-called sending essential staff underground, deep in the mountains.
And they planned this for decades.
This has always been a plan for a nuclear strike, nuclear attack. This is the end of the world scenario. And they just set it up so, matter of fact, I know they got it set up where it's men down there with women down there. So just in case they movies come out where the world get wiped off, the white man can come right back on the world and repopulate the land. That ain't happening.
Right.
According to the scriptures, they going down and Jeremiah 16:16. Hey, we gonna get them out of the box. Hey, we getting them out of there. Hey, because they got work to do. Flat out. We putting chains on.